Today was a good reminder that when you decide to be something, do something, have something, it's about having the state of mind that it's already done. And I've heard this, but recently, over the past couple of weeks, I've really been seeing what that actually means in practice. And a friend and I were having a conversation about this today. And I talked about devotion in one of my videos before, which was a concept that a mentor had brought up for me. But I really see it starting to play more of a bigger role in my life because as I'm moving through my own growth journey, achieving the things that I desire, going after the contracts, building a business, being the mom, the wife, all the things, it in certain areas, and this is what me and my friend were discussing, there are certain areas that feel like we might be trying or putting on the costume to a certain thing rather than just simply being it. Giving this example, being a mom. There is no convincing about or proving about being a mom. You just simply are, right? That just is what it is, whether the child is right under you or if they're at school or wherever the case may be, you're a mom. There's no arguing that. But sometimes when it comes to especially any things that resemble, imposter syndrome or feeling inadequate in any way, it's like we are trying to put on this costume of being the person rather than just simply being. And I think that's one of the major hacks when I think about people who are successful in their own right. It's not because they've had greater opportunities. It's really about what they believed about themselves. They just were. I just am a founder. I just am this person. I just am a speaker. And the world shifts to that belief. How I know this, and I actually wrote about this in my forthcoming book, my second book, The Enemy Is You. I talked about Muhammad Ali and how he was really the one to craft the whole greatest narrative about himself. Now, did he have the skill sets to back it up? Yes, but I would even begin to wonder, did he have the skills to back it up because that's who he assumed to be, right? I don't know people who, unless you're just like, I guess, delusional. I mean, there could be those people who literally declare that they are something and then they just aren't at all. Unless you're just delusional, like I said. But if it's really who you are and who you're meant to be, and that is your assumed identity, I would think with a normal person, even if you maybe weren't the greatest, it's like, oh, I have this title to live up to, so I'm going to work like I am the greatest, which will naturally develop my skill sets to be great. If that is my intention, if that is the identity I've assumed, then my work has to match that. Like if I am assuming the identity of a disciplined person, it's only but so much, again, in a normal person's mind, it's only so much talking that I'm going to do about that before I actually start to make the actions. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I continue to say this about myself and if I actually believe it, at some point I'm going to do the actions to match that and then become what I've been saying all along. In anything, especially in the business world, I think that's like $1 million secret. If you assume the identity of the person that you aspire or you're becoming, whatever the case may be, you shift and therefore everything else around you shifts. So I wanted to document today and celebrate myself and share this lesson with you of walking in, like, really holding the identity. I was telling my friend this, and again, it's just come from all the work that I'm doing. I feel just culminating. So some things are probably said to me from other people, but for me, it's like locking in this moment of like, you just are. It doesn't even matter how other people respond. Like, if somebody was to say, "Oh, you're not a mother," I just wouldn't even listen to that because I'm just like, okay. Like, okay. It doesn't matter how the world shifts. I was talking to my friend as well about how sometimes even we think doors are closing, so it must mean that this isn't working. And I've heard people say like, oh, if doors are closing, that must mean, still go forward. But then I had just like a deeper revelation that made it clear to me is like, sometimes the doors closing is a part of it working, because perhaps whatever you have declared to be isn't meant for that particular space that you're in. And I was telling her, similar to being in a relationship, if you are with a guy and then you decide, hey, I'm a wife, like my identity is a wife, and that person doesn't want to get married, the ending of that relationship is a part of the plan as well, because clearly you now have an identity, but that container or that space can't handle that identity. So that has to go for you to be able to fully step into who you are. It doesn't necessarily mean, oh, I say I'm a wife, so this person is just going to be a part of it, and this is my person where I'm going to actualize that reality. We don't get to choose that part because we don't know all the inner workings. We can't control whether that person is going to step into, be ready to move forward. Like, we don't control all of that. So yes, we can set our intention, we can walk into that identity, but we cannot control how people may respond, what shifts in the positive or in the quote unquote negative, which I say quote unquote because, again, like I was telling her in that example, it's good that that door shut. It hurts and it's confusing to us because we're only looking at it, oh, if I say A, then plus B, this situation that I have is going to be it. I can think of countless times in business where I've sat down and been like, all right, if I do this, da, 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 and then something else might happen. Oh, I'm doing all of this and then something else might happen. And it's like, well, I wanted A plus B to equal C. And it's like, well, A plus B equaled X. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, I didn't expect it to happen that way. But again, what happens on the equal sign is really is out of our control. All we can control is what the A plus the B is. This is my identity. This is my actions. I know whatever is on the other side of the equals will be for my good, and it'll be in alignment with the identity I said that I have. But how it plays out is really not in my control. And just because it seems like the door is shut doesn't mean I go back and say, well, I guess this isn't for me. And I did this so many times in business. Well, I don't know if I heard right. Well, I don't know if this is for me. Well. And it's like, are you the identity or not? Are you the founder or not? Because if you are, it really doesn't matter if 10 clients say, or 10, not even clients, it doesn't matter if 10 leads say no. It doesn't matter if one contract doesn't go through. Are you still the person? Yeah. So that just means that wasn't the space. And there will be what I can recognize just from those experiences. That's what the enemy wants me to give into. Anytime there is a test, he wants me to say, you know what, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I didn't hear the Lord right. Maybe this ain't right for me. You know what? I'm tired. I don't feel like doing this right now. I'm not feeling this. Oh, it's only, a couple of people that's paying attention, or these same people that's not doing nothing. He wants me to be discouraged because that's the easiest play. Like, I think sometimes we think, the enemy will do like these grandiose things. It's like, literally, this is what I told her. You know those little spiked tire things that the police will throw out when they're trying to catch somebody in a chase? I feel like that's a similar thing that he'll do. It's like we're in a car, we're going fast speed, we're excited with da 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 da. All he got to do is shoo right there. And it's like our whole car stops and we just throw everything out. Well, this isn't right. It didn't work out. Da da da. Instead of just like moving through. I was going to say warring through, but it doesn't have to be a war. Just moving through that discomfort and just reframing it. Like, you know what? No, this isn't ideal, but I just go back to that Oprah, like, I will do well. Like, okay, I will do well. I'm just like, I feel it right now, like in my spirit, in everywhere right now. It's like, I will do well. I'm just going to hold on to the end. I will do well. I just will. So it doesn't matter how many doors shut. I will do well. Oh, I thought I was going to get this big opportunity. One in particular earlier this year, I really thought it was going to move forward. And I wouldn't even say like, oh, it's over. I don't even believe that. It's just delayed a bit. Like, it's just delayed a bit. It's okay. And yeah, the email wasn't ideal, but I still believe that I'll be working with this organization. So my heart still says, my spirit still says it's a yes. Throwing that little spike, I'm just going to keep on rolling. I got, I don't even know if there's some spike-proof tires, but it's like, oh, it was a little bump, but it didn't stop me. Like, I'm still moving forward. I'm still going on. And how this even ties into my work with my clients is because I see the same thing. Like, oh, one person didn't respond to an email, so should I do this? Or I'll see people who literally will give up. Like people who have just been like, oh, well, I don't know if this is for me because they didn't get a response to the first email. And I'm like, I get it because I've been there. But it's like, are you doing this or not? Because it really doesn't matter who didn't respond. You are, so therefore you will get the opportunities. But if you keep dipping in and out, and I say this as a chronic person who really got caught up in that cycle, if I just keep dipping in and out, I'm just going around the same mountain for 40 years over and over again, when I could be walking a straight path. An uncomfortable path, because it does hurt to be disappointed. It does hurt to get a no. It does jolt when you think things are supposed to go one way and then it seems like the door is shut and you can't see what other doors are open. But if you just hold on to this like, I will do well type thing, ooh, what does it matter that a door shut? It's 10,000 doors. It's one of me. I started saying this earlier. I'm like, opportunities are literally all around me. Opportunities are finding me, literally. Like, one of my things that I'm working on that I haven't even gotten to sending out all my book proposals, is to get my second book with a publisher. Do you know how many like just open up threads? Hey, if you want to send me a book pitch, this, like, I'm just like, all these opportunities are everything that I've been saying. One of my goals I've shared for y'all, I will share with y'all, is working with the NFL. Literally, something popped up about the Super Bowl next year. I'm like, opportunities are literally all around. It does not matter who said no. It really doesn't, because the yeses are coming my way. More opportunities than I'd be willing to take on are out there. So I don't have to worry about doing well because they're finding me. Opportunities are finding me. Ways to achieve what I desire is finding me. I hope that you can borrow that in your mind as well for whatever it is that you're looking to achieve, because it's absolutely true. I think what we both need to be reminded of is to hold on to that truth. Hold on to it tightly. No matter how far it feels like, how many no's, how dark it feels, it's like, I'm still going to hold on to that little flicker. I think Jennifer Lopez talks about this. Like, I'm just going to take that little flicker and still hold on to it. Of like, you know what? No, I said this is who I am. This is who I am. I said that I'm a keynote speaker. Literally, I did my due diligence. I put my A+B, my belief plus my action. I was able to get on with the speaker bureau. Literally the next day after they put me on, they were reaching out to me for an opportunity in 2027, I think it was, and wanted to know if I was available. I'm a speaker. Yes, that happens. Yes, that's my expectation for those opportunities to find me. So, although I'm sitting here chilling with y'all with my nighttime gear on, this is who I am. Whether I have whatever on or not, this is just simply who I am. Take that with you in all things, whether you are getting contracts yourself, whatever the goal is, or just working through your own, what that identity is for you today. It's not things you're just grabbing a hold of. Oh, I would like this. Oh, I want to be this. Da, 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 da. It's like putting on the skin, not even just like, no, it's not a costume, the skin, and then allowing those things to be magnetized towards you. And again, it's an A+B. It's not, I'm a speaker and I'm just going to sit here. That's what I was saying about Muhammad Ali. It's not like, oh, I'm the greatest and I'm going to sit here and just keep saying I'm the greatest. Like that's, again, that might be a little bit, something might be off in the chemical balance there. But for anyone else, it's like, okay, I'm a speaker. So what do speakers do? I'm a corporate consultant. What do corporate consultants do? I'm a thought leader. I have this in my prayer room. What do thought leaders do? Well, they lead the thoughts. So if that's my identity, the +B is what are the actions that person just simply does? Not what are they proving, not what are they, doing more, trying to overcompensate. Like, what do they naturally do? Not out of obligation or pressure, just based on identity. I don't share advice with people because I'm trying to sound smart. I share advice with people, family members, encouragement, and all of that because that's just who I am, right? It's not, oh, let me figure out how to help you so I can be important in your life. It's like, no, if I see you doing something or I see you needing help with something or I have an idea, I'm going to share it. Or I have some thoughts, I'm just going to share it because that's just a part of who I am. Same thing. I talk about speaking engagements that I do because I'm a speaker. I connect with people who are in the speaking business because I just am that. Not trying to be, not forcing myself into anything, not pretending, just am. So, take that as you wish. Check out this next video and be sure to subscribe to this channel. Y'all know we zip into all things corporate contracts, but also I use this as a time to just chat with you with what I'm learning and going through so that it can be of service to you as we go on this journey. Because it's not all about just learning the tactics and doing the things. I believe it's also about being learning how to lead yourself, learning how to navigate and uncover things, shift things in real time that aren't serving you and illuminate the things that are so that we can have the most fulfilled life and leave this earth not carrying the things. I think Pastor Therese says this best, like, I don't want to leave anything here that God had planned for me. Like, I want the whole appetizer to dessert to second dessert. You know what I'm saying? I want the whole thing. I don't want to get to the end of my life, get to heaven, and see all these things that I could have done. So it's up to me. I think that's what a lot of people have to assume and understand. It's up to us to lay hold on what is already there. He's not going to puppet string us there. We have to be willing and be open for the journey to having it. And that's what I'm all about too. So I'll see you on the next one, which will be tomorrow. See you there.